Good morning. Hey, just wanted to, before I took off this morning, tell you a couple things that I had seen and was reading about. Um, First of all, we got this, of course, the huge $1 trillion euro bailout, and it's basically already been called a failure. And you know, it, you look into what's going on, and the euro yesterday plunged from it had been propped up to about the 130 level, crashed all the way down to about 110. And here the French bankers, they mostly get paid in stocks, so now as soon as they get a bailout, they're back to they immediately go to short their own euro again. So this whole thing's already turned out to be just a disaster. Um, one day now we got a trillion bailout, and it's one day, and you know what it brings to mind to me is how fast things are going right now. And you're getting $1 trillion bailouts, and that's only got a couple hours worth of legs to it. And the Dow right now, if you look at it, pre-market here, it's set to open way down. And it's kind of funny yesterday how that happened. It just opened way up and didn't change all day. It's 300 and between 350 and 400 points all day long. And that's where it ended, yesterday. So, this stuff is just so, crazy. Um, I got that article, right down here. Just take a quick read through it. Everybody's already saying that whole euro bailout thing was just a wash, just a disaster. It doesn't do any good. Everybody already identifies that it doesn't do any good for anyone. You can't have a bunch of bankrupt countries pitch in a bunch of money and bail themselves out. It's just like us from back then. We've been able to play it for a little while longer. Um, Now the big stock market plunge from a little while ago. That's a funny deal. Now that the SEC and the brilliant Mary Shapiro, they talked with all the parties involved with this big market plunge, and to find out why. And they've come away and saying no, nobody knows. Nobody's admitting to what happened. Nobody knows, and all they say is, well, we need circuit breakers, which they already have. So there is no answer for that, for the fat finger button and button pushed, and well, somebody made a trade and we don't know what happened. And so nobody's saying a word about it. Just hilarious. I mean, China, they've also got problems now. They're basically what they're experiencing is a lot of inflation. Uh, their economy's overheating from so much printing and pumping too, and so, things these days are moving along. Things are moving very quickly. It's like Obama said on Sunday, and I don't think anybody caught it, but in this little speech he had, he said that they're now, moving at light speed, implementing the change. So I don't believe a lot of these people who say, oh yeah, well by 2011 something, this might happen, that might happen. I think they're going full speed ahead with this stuff. I think it's just it's massive acceleration towards their end goal. It's not quiet, and I still I just everywhere you look, all these financial guys now too are saying this market is just forget about it. They're saying we're going to see 8,500 before we ever see any higher than where we were just recently at 11,300. They say we're not going to see that for a long time again. And who knows, I mean, the way things are going, it could certainly, go up there. But they're saying that, everybody now is saying, this market, its fair value is at 7,000 maybe on the Dow. Fair value for the S&P is 700-800 maybe. And that's optimistic. So I figured I'd leave you with those couple links and see how the market futures right now are just blood red. So, we got a day's worth of pump out of, the American people being stuck with $150 billion in debt for that euro bailout. And so, all right, figured I'd just give you a quick note this morning, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.